Greetings, dear viewers! I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed. Last time, we reached Colony 9, and honestly, not much else of actually narrative significance happened. Oh, that's right. The way up to the park was always to the side of the residential district, not the commercial district.
Sadly, it's fallen into disrepair.
Holy hell, this thing is huge. I can't not climb this thing. I can't not climb it. I have to. God, it's so cool that the park is still there. I see an incursion battle over there. I'm experiencing so much inner peace just being back at Colony 9.
Hey, these are rare.
Did they sneak something at the very tip of the anti-air battery? If I were a developer, I would put something here.
Awesome.
A secret area. That's what they put there.
Good morning.
Oh, look at that. It's so beautiful. You know, they're not,
Hey, look. Let's get it open.
there are not many experiences in games that, give me quite the feeling that this does. I live for this feeling. Just calm, tranquility, sense of wonder and exploration and excitement, curiosity. It's just all the feelings all at once, and it's amazing. Don't mind me, Mr. Fish. We're just, gonna climb up the middle of the anti-air battery. Well, I can't, but I tried. This looks interesting, though. This I don't recognize as distinctly Colony 9 architecture. I wonder if this was later construction, or what? You'll be able to view this affinity scene after reaching the Black Mountains. I don't know what the Black Mountains are. This is different. Gotrock Oracle. I don't know what that is, but my God, it's gorgeous here.
A most uncommon item.
This really strikes me more as Xenoblade 2 type architecture. Unless I'm misremembering something, but I mean, it's always been clear that the two worlds merged very much together. Like, the Mactha Forest was just, you know, Machna Woods plus the ruins of Moritha. So there's definitely bleed over. So it wouldn't be surprising at all to see, you know, distinctly Agnian architecture here. I thought I saw a flying thing. How strong are you? You are level 26. But you are perpetually out of my taunt range. Okay, time for an incursion.
Monsters of the world, beware!
Okay, 14 enemies. Well, it would certainly be a shame if I didn't, you know, beat the crap out of this giant fish. Okay, this thing has a lot of health. Oh. No, it's okay. I was just targeting the wrong thing. Get him, Shulk! Okay. That's one down. Hi. Hi. Don't mind us. We're just here to kill you. To murder your families and to take away all that you have ever known, loved, or cared about. You know, because we're the good guys. We're allowed to do that.
Victory came easily.
That is a really shiny something. What are you? Oh, an art unlock kit. Okay, definitely want to use that immediately. I still think it's most useful to prioritize healers and tanks. I really like having block-based tanks.
Better use what I've learned.
Monsters of the world, beware!
Okay,
I'm going in. You lot
let's get them.
Let's see what they got. Battering through. Oh no! I lost the enemy's attention.
Got myself some nice black tea for this morning. Oh, that is nice. Nice, flavorful tea. This thing just needs to die. Like, I would really, really appreciate it if you were not an alive person anymore. Thank you for your cooperation. God, there's so many enemies here, too. Let's just swim into the middle. See how many we can attract the attention of. Alright, everyone focus. Don't get too crazy until we thin out their numbers a little bit. Alright, we got a regeneration and a defense field. This is the elite one. It's going down fast enough, I don't need to worry. That's a topple. Good. Stay alive, Glimmer. I would really appreciate it if you stay alive. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Alright, can we go for the launch? Yes, we can, and let's follow it up with a mega explosion. Goodbye!
Victory came easily. Seems we stood out a bit too much.
Reinforcements? Now? Illusory blow!
There we go. Another 4 fish to kill. I can see our quest enemy over there in the cave, too. Come on, take him out.
Pretty much a perfect win.
Okay, we got him. Just a few more fish. And then we will have cleared this incursion and we score ourselves some sweet affinity points. Got him. These two are close enough, we can take them together. Let's go, you stupid little fish. Why do all the fish in this universe have big, huge bumps on the front of their heads? It's a very consistent feature among aquatic life in the Xenoblade universe, and I don't understand why.
Let's bash them good. Don't let the enemy take the upper hand.
Dude, it's a fish. It's not gonna take the upper hand. There is no threat here. Alright, we have captured the enemy territory. Now let's finish this quest. Hello, hello.
If we're gonna do it, we better do it right. All right. You've got my full support.
Illusory blow!
Topple! Launch! Heavy rush! Revolt! Uppercut! Spinning it!
Here's one for the team.
Blitz punch!
You'll have to excuse me having my breakfast. I did basically just stream this for 5 hours last night, and then sleep 8 hours, and then get up and start doing it all again, so... You know. Gotta actually put calories in my body at some point. That is a lot of field effects active. Get him. Come on. This thing's bulky, but it's not really a threat. There's a break, finally! Alright, can we get the topple and a launch, please? There's the topple. There's the launch. Alright, let's go, Shulkin Rex. That's what I was looking for. And super punch. You're not going to live long enough for the chain attack. Okay, quest complete.
We've taken down the target.
Oh. Inaccessible area. So I'm guessing I need to jump down into that from above. So the Riku's Workshop is the only other quest. There we go. In progress. Alright. So, with Riku's Workshop being the only other quest I currently have, that will be my priority after I finish my actual priority, which is wild exploration and speculation. Because that's just the way things work. Don't mind me, Moglum. Just, excuse me. Thank you. I needed that shiny. It was incredibly important that I take that scallop from you. Really want to get up there now. But shinies first. The shinies are high priority. Don't swim under the shinies. Oh my god, grab the shiny. Thank you. Okay, let's head south from the main entrance and let's actually go up to the park.
Okay, we've arrived.
This road used to lead to the residential district. Oh, a light flyer. I have not beaten you yet.
First strike to me. It's me you want. I'm feeling full of beef. An effortless victory. Go
Excellent.
on, praise us some more.
Finally, the Taos has landed.
All right.
You're damn right I'm gonna beat you up.
Stop there. I'm feeling full of beef. Double spinning. Oh, uppercut. Mighty strike.
I want this mushroom. I got the mushroom. I'm quite satisfied at how things are going. There we go. And we got him.
Hey,
Construct an ether mast. This is the first time I've gotten to construct one of these. So the ether masts are undiscovered field elements in range will appear on your map. So the ether masts are supposed to help with exploration and collection. I love that. I absolutely love that. There's a treasure up here.
hey,
Oh.
these are rare.
So that is the closed off part of the cave lake. We'll be able to jump in there after we check out this park. Come on. Outlook Park. What an important area this is.
This takes me back. I've always liked coming here. Whenever I had to do some serious thinking.
I can see this being a good place to focus. It's quiet, no people around.
Well, in my case, I'd often get so deep in thought, I'd forget to eat all day long.
That's unexpected. You seem very together, Shulk.
Ha! If that is so, the credit goes to someone I've known all my life, who'd bring me food here. She supported me through thick and thin. It's thanks to her I'm here today at all. That goes for you, too.
What was that?
Hey, Nicole. Once things have settled down, let's come here again and talk properly. We can have sandwiches together, ones with special herbs and spices.
Yes, sure. That sounds nice.
Being a little coy, he knows they're related. That's really nice. Not just saying that they're gonna come there, but with food that's properly seasoned. I wonder what happened to Fiora.
That was harrowing.
Treat it as a test of courage, kid.
A Vang I have not fully completed yet. Well, now it's a Vang that I have fully completed. Alright, I'm getting a treasure signal. No, a survivor signal.
Look, they're part of Matthew's detachment, right?
Hey! Oh my god, someone who's not dead! Whoa, you okay? You look really out of it. You're not hurt, are you? Oh, yeah, she's pretty messed up. Where are your parents? Lost track of everyone. Mom, Dad, my big brother. Yeah, this kid's messed up. Alright, we're gonna get you somewhere safe. Alright, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be alright. Could someone look after Finley? I'm pretty sure she's been tremendously traumatized by seeing everyone she's ever known or loved die in front of her or then leave. So, yeah, maybe you have someone look in on that. This is a bigger area than I anticipated. It's back here.
Well, think we can get him back, huh?
Yeah, I don't care about you, Mr. Fish. That enemy in the middle there is not marked. Yeah, that's a unique, and I think it's a snail. Oh, no, it's not. It's just another giant fish. Okay. Well, let's get the fish out of the way first. When that thing was underwater, it genuinely looked like a snail or something. There's the break. There's the launch. I'm really curious how direct we're going to end up being with like Glimmer and Nicole about, you know, Shulk and Rex being related to them. It's not really a concept they would have any understanding of or experience with. And, I mean, if you are someone who has only played Xenoblade 3, then... Actually, now that I think about it, how do you write in Shulk and Rex and have them, like, provide a satisfying capstone to their adventures without actively spoiling things from Xenoblade 1 and 2? Like, I'm kind of really wondering now how forward about things they're gonna be. I'm starting to think they really can't be without just revealing serious stuff from previous games. Huh. I could genuinely see that actually turning into a weak point of this game. I don't know. I'll have to see how the story plays out and, you know, how it all relates. Oh. Okay, I just realized something really important. The last time I did a chain, A was able to finish it for some reason, and that's because I'm realizing now, when you have a heroic chain effect, it overrides the default. So, like, by default, as a healer class, the special thing about the healer class is that they can't take you over 100% tactical points. But because she's running a heroic chain item, that overrides that, and she can go over that threshold. Okay. That's why that happened. Now it makes sense. So that's another thing I'm going to need to keep in mind. Get him, Shulk. Okay, what now? Sure, light speed for an extra activation. And then you'll multiply your TP by 150% when you go first. Yeah, that's a hell of a multiplier. We're already over 100%. And we'll get one extra reactivation, which I think means she reactivates herself, too. And then we've got Shulk and A, so we can go for Rex and finish off with their combo. Still not getting that break, and we're not delivering enough damage to really stop this guy yet. Rex can go for the topple. Okay, that's over 100. I was hoping Rex wouldn't take it over 100. Sword of Liberation. Just one more little biscuit here. That'll be enough food for breakfast. Okay! Serious respect to this guy for actually managing to survive. But unfortunately for you, I have another Unity effect. And then we go to A, who activates Vision. So you're not gonna hurt us. Drop a field effect, vanishing in. And that is how you defeat a unique monster.
We probably took down enough of these now.
That was wonderful. That was absolutely wonderful. excuse me. Can you please get on land? Thank you. There's a question mark on my map here. But I'm not sure why. Huh. Unknown mass signal. Well, there's no further way to climb over there. I really think all I can really do now is head to the Exile ruins and go get the thing that Riku needs.
This is the place.
And that actually reminds me, I wanted to do the Collectopedia. So I do have a few extra things.
There it is, in the Collectopedia.
One of the little things I like about Xenoblade 3 is all of the fossil collectibles specifically refer to enemy species that are not around, like the nebulas.
Hey, item info update.
Okay. And Yesterdale. I'm missing a lot of vegetables in Yesterdale.
Hey, item
But
info
we got the
update.
Bizarre Knuckles, we got the Royal Red Scallops, Bull Rocks, Magnet Clay,
And that's
the
it.
good old Rabbit Diodes and Rainbow
That thing you
Zirconias,
registered.
Micro
Something
Puffs,
new in the Collectopedia.
Dawn
Something new in the
Hydrangeas, Strong Dandelions, Lucky Spice, who knows what that means. And of course,
In the Collectopedia.
cool potatoes. Oh yeah. How is the Enemypedia? Wow, I am at 72% for Yesterdale already. That's impressive. So Yesterdale really is just a much smaller region. I am so overleveled. Actually, since I'm sitting on so many points, I might as well use them. Shulk. Let's enhance your skill.
There is more to power than just strength.
And let's learn your
can
other
see the results.
skills.
Another one down.
And we're going to learn your other skills
I
as
gained a
well.
new skill. The result of experience.
And power up the skills that you already have.
Skill enhanced. New power.
Good.
New power to command.
And Shulk. There we
Stretching the
go.
limits of my ability.
Much better. Alright. I'm gonna have to do some gym crafting too. Oh. This is new.
Pick on someone your own size.
Alright, let's get him.
First strike to me.
They're only level 21, so this shouldn't be hard.
Don't rest on your laurels.
I love this. I absolutely, completely, totally love this. Alright, go for the super punch. There's the break. Alright, let's go for the topple. There's the launch. And there's the super attack. Bam!
Pretty much a perfect win.
The outcome was patently obvious.
Absolutely perfect. So anyway, don't mind me, Ingas. Just ignore me. I'm just here to grab some stuff. I've already beat the crap out of all of you. You don't have any reason to fight me. Ah, I see a king moved in. Well, mind the mineral. We'll need to do something about the creatures first. Looks like it. Nothing ever comes easy, eh? Well then, let's get this party rolling. Okay.
No chance they'll let us off the hook.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the party. Matthew's gonna get the crap kicked out of him. Can I please get a regeneration field? Please? Oh, thank you. There we go. Just stay focused. Alright, let's have everybody focus on this Igna. Take out the little ones. We just need to reduce the action economy, that's all. That's the top priority. Come on, let's get... A and Glimmer are both down. Okay. We run. We took down a few of them. That's good enough for now. Just bit off a little bit more than I could handle. Okay, so it did respawn the entire pack. Alright, that's fine. We can handle two of them at once. Yeah, I can't help but notice that you're apparently just able to hit me from, like, I don't know, 10 full meters away. I don't know what kind of sword you're using, but apparently it's a damn long one. Definitely a lot easier when I can actually get them separated. Okay. Another down. Okay, we pulled the unique. Everyone keep focusing. We've got a good start. I've been able to manage Okay, more than half the pack has been killed. Only 4 enemies left. 3 enemies left. Alright, let's get this guy out of the way. There's the launch. Here's the super.
Here I go.
Yeah, that was overkill. That's 7. Got him. Alright, all that's left is the boss. Okay. You guys keep fighting. I fell off a cliff. I'm coming back. Thanks for waiting.
Very thoughtful of you.
Let's just knock out a super for no reason.
I'll afford them no quarter.
Absolutely beautiful. Did you get the break? That's okay. I don't need to waste a chain attack on that.
That's how we'll want to carry on.
The
We got
outcome
him
was
good.
patently obvious.
Got him.
Here we are. Let's look around.
And we got the Revamantine. So, there's actually a quest here. I wonder what kind of quest it is. Yeah, that is some good tea.
We've arrived. Where to next?
Louis, hello. It is a pleasure to meet you.
That's a new one.
And we've got another person I haven't met up there, Harby. It's a heck of a name you got there, Harby. I demand that you speak to me. Cool.
This person was...
So Shulk developed the Ether Mass technology. Kayleigh!
Remember them.
Riku's hammer. We need Riku's hammer. Hello, we're here for Riku's hammer. Please hand it over. How's it looking? Have we got it yet? I didn't see anything matching the description. Well, damn. I knew it'd be a hassle. What's the matter? Looking for something? Yeah, Riku's lost his hammer somewhere. You seen anything like that? Riku's hammer? Oh, I got it. I think I saw it. Had a no-pawn-looking design. I remember thinking it was funky. Yeah, that sounds about right. Where'd you see it? I think we forwarded it to the supply office? Nobody can make heads or tails of it, so I think the guys were talking about trying to sell it or something. No kidding? Well, at least that's a clue. If it was indeed sold, the trouble won't end here. I know that. Let's hurry to the supply office.
We ought to speak to them now.
You guys have one master no-pawn smith. And when you find a weird hammer, your thought is to sell it. Did I get that right? Alright. So, there's a quest right there. A quest-related event. I want to know what it is.
This is the place.
Hello. I'm here for quest events. Meh, meh, meh. Whoa, you okay, buddy? Water, meh. Water? I hear you. Stay right there. Won't be a second. Meh, sweet relievement. World has not given up on Bababi yet. Guess not. Just glad you're okay. How'd you end up like that, anyway? Bababi was on way to fabled Colony 9, which is topic of much scuttle and butt, hoping to peddle wares. Then ambushed all of a sudden on road by monster pack, fled with life and skin of teeth. Oh no, sounds awful. So you're with the Nopon, huh? Therein lie cracks. When attacked by monsters, levness that accompany Bababi fly wildly out of control. Okay. So we need to recover this Nopon's goods. Understood. Bababi's bad, bad day.
I got their name.
Where's the... Okay, the Riku thing is over here. Before I do that, let's make a stop in camp. Let's see
That was a trap.
if we can make any headway in our
How should I go about
upgrades.
improving this?
The key item sensor... Okay, I can go kill more Shooks. I should definitely go kill more Shooks just in order to be able to afford that right off the bat. Can't... I can upgrade a few... I can upgrade a few things, but not a lot. I mean, it makes as much sense as anything else. Flowing form, that's a general haste effect. That's worth having. We can go straight for the level 2 for double strike. We can get dispersed bloodlust. That's a good gem. Refined blessing, more buff duration. I am not lucky with this soothing breath one. We can get Life Bearer 2 though. That's pretty good. Acute Grace. That's good for more dexterity. Swelling Scourge. I am only now realizing that probably many of these materials would be possibly necessary for upgrading weapons, which is, you know, the thing I'm working toward right now.
If everyone's ready.
So, Shook's Whispers. Shook's Whiskers. I need one more Shook's Whisker
Time for a break, yeah?
in order to upgrade the X
How should I
reader.
go about improving this?
And it has to be the yellow rarity. Okay, so I think I can upgrade my drop rates. Enemy drop boost, yes. Oh god, that looks really good. Alright,
If everyone's ready.
so, new plan before I do anything else. We're going to immediately go kill some Shooks until we get the next whisker that we need. Having more search functions on the X reader will be very helpful. Hello, Shooks.
I'm going in. You lot-
I forgot to use my rested XP. That's fine. After we get the whisker, we're going back anyway.
That's a big help.
Okay.
I feel like I'm getting stronger.
And that is the yellow rarity Shook's flower whisker that I needed. Perfect.
This is the place.
Tend to your personal needs.
I have
everyone.
very nearly fully upgraded
How
the
should
X
I go about
reader.
improving this?
For this one, though, I'm going to need rare nebula fossils, painted totem boards. Oh, those are from the totems! Okay, I can secure those.
Oh, a new feature.
So, totems, nebula fossils, I can
That
find
looks about
those.
right.
Can I scan for them?
These fists just keep
That's the
hitting harder.
real question. Will it let me scan for collectibles that have been registered in my Collectopedia?
Ready? Let's go.
That would make this a lot easier. Rare shelf, nebula fossil. Not that I can see. Okay. Well, in the meantime, while I have the collectible boost on, I think I'm best off going for that totem board while I still have the collectible boost active.
We've
And if I remember correctly, there's
Where's your
one
next?
just north of here. Yep, in a little Turken camp. So I need the common rarity totem board. That should be easy enough to secure.
Quick.
Let's thrash them.
Okay.
I'll send you to your wreck.
Yep. We're gonna take this down before it even becomes a problem.
Right. That takes care of that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And that is common rarity tainted totem board. The exact thing that I was looking for. Thank you for digging those up. So this... Alright, this is the next point on Bobibi's bad day.
Made it.
So what are we looking for here exactly? So this is where you were attacked. Do I have to track? Yep, okay, we're tracking. It's a tracking quest.
We can follow these.
Those are some very, very obvious and easy to follow tracks. So where did they go? Oh, did they fall down the hole? Yeah, they fell down the hole, didn't they? Okay. Turkins made off with it. Oh, I see. You know, I do feel a little bad when I have to go after Turkins, because they're clearly sentient, and more than that, they're sapient. They are even capable of interspecies communication. So, kind of feels a little bit more like murder than usual when I have to kill Turkins. But if there's Turkins that are causing trouble by, you know, stealing stuff, well, you have to know the risk that you were taking, right? Like, you steal stuff from a no-pawn, no-pawn's gonna want it back. And, yeah, no-pawn tend to contract with people who will get their stuff back. There we go. The wild rampage must have fried its circuits. Damage to the leg parts as well. Oh no. So, what do we need to fix it? Come on, what do you need? Well, I'm not using my fluid cranker because I need those. But I have a crap load of rabbit diodes. Twin generators. Alright, rabbit diodes are worth 13 apiece. We'll just do that. And then a couple twin generators. And boom! Now this thing can generate all kinds of twins. That's probably what twin generators are for, right? Yay, we helped Bobby. Huh. But Bobby seems to have a heck of a mama. Yeah. But Bobby simply kick back, sleep, eat, sleep, and play Money Bye-Bye all day? What the hell is Money Bye-Bye? Oh, he's just a spoiled rich kid that's been kicked out to try and make it on his own. You poor little no-pawn. Okay. Back to the storage area. Have to search that for Bobby. And then I will finally advance this and we'll see about upgrading weapons. Because I'm genuinely curious how weapon upgrading would work around here. Hey, Dylan. Oop. No, I want to go this way. Okay. Really wish I could find the last few things I need to upgrade my X reader, though. Hello. Aww, he's a nice little shop you set up. Do you sell any Magic the Gathering cards? I'm just asking. I'm a little hesitant to buy from Wizards, you know, in case they find out and send the Pinkertons after me. No pawn medals? No pawn medal is coinage of precious rarity scattered throughout world. It is no pawn caravan rite of passage to collect no pawn medals and become a full-fledged business pawn. Only then is when we actually begin with performance of money-making is caravan tradition. It's kind of like an exam then. Exam, yes. To reframe Bababi in more sympathetic light, cannot return home until rite of passage complete. But enough about Bababi. If friends amass enough no-pawn medals, merchandise beyond wildest dreams await. Okay. Bobby will let you exchange your no-pawn medals for extravagant prizes. Really? And what kind of prizes are we talking about here? Happen to find any no-pawn medals in your travels? Trade them at Bababi's shop for special reward items. The items you can obtain have the ability to increase the effects of your amulet bonuses.
Knock-on medal in the bag.
Really?
And we trade them in for lavish prizes.
Well, I have no pawn medals. Alright, so it wasn't just me not noticing that I'd never picked up any. It was me legitimately having not picked up any. Hey, Hamill. Is there anyone... is there anyone in the community that I can, like, actually finish with right now? Doesn't really look like it. That's not surprising. Okay, do you have Riku's hammer? We need a hammer. Uh-huh. Someone said they wanted to borrow it for a bit and carried it off. Of course they did. Who did it? Okay. I just want my hammer. Just give me my hammer so Riku
The hunt begins.
can tell me all about who the hell he is, where the hell he comes from, and what his power is. I must understand him. Hello, hammer. Hello, hammer. Hammer, hammer, hammer. Yeah, that's a no-pawn hammer for sure. Say, Matthew, could that be Riku's hammer? Huh, yeah. Doesn't exactly look like a normal hammer. Might have hit the jackpot. Oh, fizzle sparks. Clean forgot to put that thing away. I was, like, the perfect size for staking a tent, so I gave it a spin. Actually, more of a thwam, come to think of it. Well, I'm gonna have to ask you to return it. Someone's been looking for it. Yeah, sure, I'm pretty much finished with it now. You go get that hammer home. Well, there we go. We have found the ultimate hammer.
Give him the news.
I can finally advance. really, really want to push the story forward right now. I need to know more about what is happening and why. Hey, Riku, we're back. Have friends got all needed things? Sure do. Here's the Ravamantine you ordered, and here's your hammer. Oh, Riku is over moon with joy. Now can put finishing touches on workshop at long last. Please to wait outside a moment. Riku will be done in jiffy. Okay. Oh, that looks lovely. I love it. Riku's workshop is now ready. You can now upgrade your weapons. This is crazy. Indeed, for an improvised workspace, it certainly is impressive. Though I'm not sure its previous tenant would have approved. Riku make most of all resources that put at disposal of Riku. His motto is Crafty Pawn, in fact. Yeah, great stuff. So can you upgrade our weapons now? Of course. Would friends care to try? First time come free. Oh, get in. Well then, don't mind if I do. That's what the blade stones are for. Okay. I've been seeing that I've been picking those up. You can strengthen your weapons at Rika's workshop in Colony 9. This will require golden materials that can be obtained as treasure by defeating unique monsters, etc. Okay. So, just how do you mean upgrading the weapons? Holy hell. Look at the increase on those. That is significant. Shulk, your new sword's called the Monado Rex. Ouroboros Nados, the Monado. Yeah, I thought that was the Monado. The variable backpack, the Wildfire Kithara, the Firelight Swords. Oh, that's such a good name for the Aegis weapons. Alright, I want to upgrade everybody. There, strengthenment complete. How is Blade feel? Oh yeah, feels good. It's even more like a part of me now. Riku, pleased to hear. Incidentally, Matthew. Yes? Where did friend obtain that blade? What, this? Well, my granddad used it originally. Granddad gave it to my pops, he gave it to me, and now it's mine. That sort of deal. Riku C. Why do you ask? No particular reason. Riku, don't you dare keep mysteries from me anymore. Riku simply bit curious. Blade is good quality. Riku hope friend can make good use of for a long time yet. Yeah, that's the plan. What do you know, eh? Riku ready to improve all friends' weapons and workshop in future also. However, rule of boom apply. That stand for bring one's own materials. Gotcha. Hope you're ready to get worked hard, mister. Yes, upgrade me. No, let me back in. I must upgrade. Right then. That's the business sorted out. So we'll go back to the tents and rest. No, we shall not. Completing certain quests will cause changes to parts of Colony 9. When a part of Colony 9 changes, it will put new features at your disposal, sometimes allowing you to obtain special items.
Even upgrading our weapons for us.
I need to see what it takes to upgrade these things. It's just Bladestone fragments. I can upgrade everyone immediately. God knows I can afford it. And we can upgrade everybody to the next level already as well.
Pleased to use, but not abuse.
It looks like that's as far as we can go anyway, since everyone needs a
But not abuse.
Tetsudo shoulder gun in order to reach the next level.
Enchantment complete.
Holy hell. We are so much stronger. And I actually burned through a crap load of my money. I love it. Okay, this is gonna drive me crazy. There's a treasure here somewhere. But I don't know exactly where. And... oh, here's a relic. Oh, Dunban, you sly devil, hiding relics in your house. Alright, what expansion do I get? Affinity Growth Unlock! Yes! Oh, that's huge. That's huge. Okay. So we've unlocked A. And we've unlocked Shulk. We're going to unlock Glimmer. And continue improving her abilities as well. I'm
really shaping up here.
Yeah, why not improve that? And improve her talent art as well.
I'll make good use of this.
That is perfect. We don't have any unlocks, right? No, we don't. Okay. I think I need to be careful with the battle manual accessories, though. I genuinely don't need that. I really think that's going to be most effective on an attacker, since it's essentially a stronger version of the effect they already get anyway. 10 TP to all active characters except self. Yeah, I think that's better on Rex. Okay. Alright, let's actually advance this. Let's get more plot. I want story. I want to know what happened. I want to know how the hell Shulk ended up here. Oh my god, there's a quest for the old ether furnace. Are there more than 5 levels of gems? And we just needed to unlock it? This contraption's caught your eye, has it? Oh, yes. Someone mentioned before that it's not in working order. I was just thinking, maybe if you replaced a few of the parts, it might be possible to get it running again. Now that you mention it, if we got this thing working again, we'd be able to process gems to a higher degree of purity. And if we could incorporate the tech into our portable version, it might be a huge step up for us. Can't knock a good gym setup when you're in a scrap. If we can get it powered up, I say we go for it. Agreed. Given the opportunity, it'd be a good investment of our time. Shall we give it a go, then? Yes, sir. don't see anything immediately wrong with it from the exterior. We could start by replacing some of the internal mechanisms. Might be the heat regulator that's malfunctioning. It's what raises the gem purity. I see your point. Let's look into it. So there are higher than level 5 gems.
What did they want?
Yeah, I got nothing for this right now. That's fine. There's so many things to do in this game. It is not surprising. And to think, this is just the DLC. This is just the DLC. I'm coming up on over 8 hours of content in this game. And it's DLC. I love it.
Okay.
So what do we do now? Where do we go? What is our
Right, so,
actual objective?
I'll go have a chat with Dylan. I want to ask how all the city folk have been getting on. Got any plans yourselves?
I think I'll pay a visit to the command center. I want to see what Shulk's up to.
And I'll, I don't know. What should I do?
If you're bored, you can come with me. I need to pick up a few things at the market.
Yeah,
Aw,
okay.
that's nice.
Right then. Catch you in a bit.
Right. So you haven't seen Niall?
I'm really sorry, Matthew. It was hard enough for the 6 of us to escape.
Yeah, you're desperate to
But
get
hey,
Niall.
It wasn't just our group. I heard Naomi's group made it out as well. There's a chance she's with them.
Naomi?
Seems Caleb tried to stop them, but they weren't able to hear him. We think they were headed towards Fornis. Except, he said he was too far away to see who was actually with her.
Right.
This is Niall, though. Bet she's with him, A-OK. She's like you, mate. Hard as nails and twice as tough.
Uh-huh.
You've got it so much easier, you know. At least yours is well behaved.
That's a surprise.
That's not what I mean.
Oh, it's dad
Nothing
chat.
about this is easy. There's this awkward distance between us. I'm just lucky that things panned out this way.
Is that right?
It's all about how to handle things in the moment. That's the crux of it. Or at least I think so.
You would think that, wouldn't you,
You
man,
were
who could see the
independent from a
future?
young age, right?
Yeah, well, apart from Gramps sticking to me like glue. But I supported myself.
That explains it then. The way you think of her. As being somehow different from you. The paths you've walked are too unfamiliar. No? Try talking to her again. But be yourself. Actually, perhaps she'll be the one who comes to you.
Hey, Shulk and Rex.
That is
The
tough
third
stuff.
party's return.
You've not found a single person.
There were clear signs of combat, that's it. But, as I've informed you, we've not been able to confirm any survivors. There were no husks present either, so I'd expect it to have been monsters.
But even then, can't see the whole group croaking it. And the guys' unit should have been the cream of the crop.
Any case, we brought back anything we could find on the scene. Most objects belong to the unit, but there were also a few oddities.
Oh?
Namely,
According to Charon, things that may have potentially belonged to city refugees. Oh,
Yeah, that's city gear, alright.
I know this! Oi!
Where'd you find this? This belonged to Nael. Tell me.
Like I said,
Calm
the location of
down.
the SOS.
Is that true? You better not be lying.
Matthew.
It is, I'm not. It was with everything else on the ground by a tree.
Oh no. Nael.
Dude, calm down, okay? Look, we're gonna go find the person you're looking for, and we're going to uncover the horrible tragedy that will now separate you
She a
forever.
relative of yours?
Okay? That's how these things work.
She's my little sister. I've been looking for her for so long.
Oh!
Right.
Hey, Linka. Where was that emergency?
That I
transmission
didn't
coming
know.
from?
According to the search team, somewhere in the vicinity of Regwell Lake.
Oi, stop right there. You're not seriously planning to head out there alone?
Yeah, just take us with you.
Yeah. This is my problem. Nobody else's. I've got to see it for myself.
Regwell Lake is quite a distance from here. I'd strongly recommend that you at least take some kind of escort.
You don't get it. I finally have a lead. If whoever attacked the search party is still there, all the more reason for me to go and rescue her.
Yeah.
All right. Keep
And
your
no
shorts
reason
on.
not to just
Nobody's
take
telling
nobody
you
else.
No here.
We were planning to head there as well, in fact. A whole search party taken out is no trivial matter.
Sorry. I didn't mean to go off on you.
No need. We don't really have the luxury of time, it's true. Then I suppose it's time to use the ether slide.
The what?
Ether slide?
Take a look over here. An ether slide is, well, put simply, it's a method of conveyance that uses the flow of ether for propulsion. You can think of it as sliding along a wire made of ether. Using an ether slide would get us pretty close to Regwell Lake.
Teacher and Riku developed this technology together. Amazing or what?
Yes, it's really impressive. The technology is fascinating.
Okay.
If you're so curious about it, would you mind lending me a hand?
Absolutely.
Let me give you the necessary materials.
What odd ether crystal structure.
The ether in these was transformed due to the effects of the black fog.
Oh.
I call them black shards.
So they only form where there's black fog.
That's right. They're pretty rare, and all the more valuable for it. That said, we need them when building the ether amplifiers used to project the wires.
Got it.
Right. That'll do for exposition. Let's get to crafting the equipment.
Yeah, can't wait.
Once constructed in the field, these structures project a rope made of ether you can slide along to travel to either to higher or lower ground. Oh, thank God, it's a two-way conveyance. Thank you so much. That's a hell of a thing.
Engines within parameters. Good. Looks like it worked.
Sweet.
Yeah. Now Ragwell Lake really is a stone's throw away.
Woo! Oh, hell yeah. But first, over here. We must repair this ladder.
Come on, we gotta patch her up.
I see an ether channel down there, and there's also a mark.
Youch!
A most uncommon item.
Let's get some of this.
A mark for a collectible. Looks like we have another ladder over here.
Well done.
Wait, Ether Channels complete? Ether Channels is on my checklist? Oh, it is. I have very nearly completed all of Yesterdale. Huh. Cool. Whoop. Got distracted, looked at my phone, fell off a ladder. That's why you don't look at your phone while climbing ladders. You know, that's just good, solid advice. Ooh. That's a freaking fog beast. Oh, God, look at that. That's beautiful. And back into areas of Guar Plain. The Ragmos Desolation. The Olkar Monument. So, is this a... Alright, this is a completely new region. So, back in this area, back in Yesterdale, looks like there's a significant area off to the north end here.
We're here.
Whoop! Well, it was worth a shot.
I thought we were done for.
You know what? I'll bet Glimmer doesn't like it when you jump off a cliff. Oh. Or I accidentally make it. I mean, that's good too. Rabbit diodes. Rabbit diode. Yeah, there's what looks like an accessible overlook on the top here. Looks like maybe a reachable path reaching out to it as well. Can't really tell, but I'm so close to finishing up Yesterdale that I'm intrigued by the possibility of trying. Was there anything more to that Tephra cavern?
This is quite rare.
Doesn't look like it, but I'm still one full location away from completion here. So there must be something somewhere. It may just be another area of Colony 9 that hasn't been constructed yet. That may be enough to account for the lack of a location. Oh, this area actually counts as the Ragmos Desolation. Interesting. Got another quest event there. Still 2 more unique enemies unaccounted for? That's what surprises me, though. I wonder if I follow this path back in, if I'll come across something. There's something else. I'm almost done with Yesterdale. Hello? Okay. Okay, so that was just an obscenely long loading screen without a load screen indicator. That was weird. I was seriously wondering if I lost signal or something. Huh. Again, keep my eyes peeled. Look for any signs.
Nice going, smartass.
Oh, Glimmer. Interesting. Alright, so what are you after, Gillen? Mickey. Okay. Just got a bit of an issue on our hands. Kids went out to look for suit supplies around Tefric sale and haven't come back yet. Okay. So they need me to go look for kids. Ah, that sounds easy enough.
I need to memorize everyone's name.
We've got some unknown signals here around the Oracle ruins.
Okay, we're here.
This is quite rare.
We're detecting treasure too, and I see a ladder site down there. Here's a few enemies we haven't defeated yet either.
Get out of our way.
More Crowdlaxes.
Nice move, Matthew. It's me, you would. Very thoughtful of you.
Let's knock them out.
Don't come back here. I know I can count on you all.
Come on, I need to kill you for my Enemypedia. You are going to assist me with your death. Thank you. Your participation in this voluntary death survey is appreciated.
Get out of our way.
Blade or no?
Gonna have to take another break soon. Yeah, probably the next 10-15 minutes. There we go. Okay, another bit of the Enemypedia has been completed. So a ladder, huh?
We'll get this done in no time.
An interesting place for a ladder. I'm still not seeing this container that it says is here. I'm thinking there might be an internal component to these Oracle ruins. They are big enough that you could fit an interior map in there. Oh, that is just a straight up Xenoblade 2 style chest. An art unlock kit. That is so cool! So some of the relics look like Xenoblade 1 chests, and some of them look like rare chests from Xenoblade 2. I love that. Alright, who needs an art slot unlocked? You know what? We'll go with Rex. Why not?
If you're gonna play, you gotta have a good hand.
I wish it would not change my selections for your battle manuals, though. That's awesome. Alright. So, I'm only missing 1 location, 2 field crafts, 2 unique monsters. How is my enemypedia for that region? 77%. The flyers... Some Pyranaxes... Okay. You know what? I am fully satisfied with how far I came in that region. I think I will just finish up the Hunt for the Kids quest and then call that an episode. And then on the next one, I will explore further. And then that'll probably be it for the day. Maybe I will do a bit of... Oh god, I'm getting one of those super long loading screens again, aren't I? Okay, so there's definitely some small issues with this DLC right now. Which, you know, isn't surprising. It's brand new. So far I haven't had any major technical issues, and these issues have been relatively small. So I'm not too worried about it. Alright, we got missing kids here. Oh, crap. A husk. Huh. What did happen? Why is there just a husk here? Footprints. Okay, we're going tracking. With monster tracks, too. Don't worry, kids. I'm coming to find you, presuming that you're still alive. And if you're not alive, don't worry, kids. We're coming to collect whatever's left of your clothes after your bodies disintegrate. Because that's how death works in this world. Run, Glimmer, run! I'm gonna find you. Ooh. Oh, okay. It is straight up fog beasts. Oh, those look awesome. Don't forget, Ritz. We can rinse these things. You know it. Oh, they look awesome. Just look at those things. I love that look. Once again, I didn't immediately drop the attack boosting field. Come on, take it down. Alright, one fog beast down. Alright, we got him. We saved the kids. I'm a hero. Fog beasts. That was about the last thing I expected. Damn, am I glad you came along now, Matt. Yeah, all good. The kids are safe. That's what matters here. Sorry, Matthew. I fell apart when you needed me most. You ever seen a fog beast before, right? I don't blame you. Things are pretty freaky. So you fight monsters like that on top of Mobius. I think I need to really start getting a grip. To do something that matters to people. Maybe then if I try hard enough, I'll be strong enough to save your bacon for a change. Well, you go, Mickey boy. If anyone can do it, you can, my man. Hey, Mickey. How about you stop daydreaming about your future self and finish the task at hand first? Oh, right. I'll do that. Alright, we got them. Kids are safe. And we got to see some fog beasts. That was pretty cool. And we got an art unlock kit. Which is why I prioritized that. So I only got 2 characters left that need their thing unlocked. I think
Even more tactics at our disposal.
I think my healer deserves it. But I am definitely taking off some of those extra manuals. Okay. Wait. I see an enemy that hasn't been completed yet.
Everyone, focus.
That is unacceptable. There. Now it is completed. Oh, an ether slide. But I can't build it, can I? Because I don't have the thing. Yeah, I don't have a black shard. Alright. Will that remain permanently marked on my map, though? I sure hope so. I absolutely love this game. I think... Yeah, here we go. That's the Old Car Monument in the Ragdos Desolation. This is where I am going to pick it up again soon. But for right now, I'm going to take another quick break. And I will see you all on the next one.